What's up, YouTube? So today I will be installing this Alba Racing emergency brake block off plate on my Raptor 700. If you own a Raptor 700, you know how bad the parking brake is. After so many uses, it's pretty much useless unless you like to keep readjusting it so that you can keep using it. But a lot of people just delete it with a block off plate like this or one similar to it. So the tools you will need for the installation, you will need a 12mm socket. You will need a T25 star bolt, and you will need a socket, to hold the star bolt. And in order to remove it, your part brake, you're gonna come back here to your brake assembly. You're gonna use the 12mm socket to remove these two bolts right here, this one and this one. Then you're gonna use your star wrench. You're gonna come remove these two and to take this off in order to get to this cable, so you can remove the cable from the back. And like I said, after a few uses, see, my parking brake isn't even engaging, so it's best to just go ahead and take it off. So enough talking, let's get started. Okay, so once you get this unbolted, you have to look on back, and you have two more bolts that you have to unscrew to get your parking brake cable loose, and you will need an Allen wrench to get that loose. And I will tell you, when you get to this part, these two right here are hard to break, so make sure you have the right size Allen wrench so you don't end up stripping these two bolts out. But I did break these pretty easy, but they were kind of hard too, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so as y'all can see, I got that unbolted, and it's gonna fall down like that. So what I have to do now is bring my parking brake cable through here. Okay, I got that off. Okay, now I have the parking brake lever off of the parking brake cable. See if I can get it to focus in. Well, it won't focus. Oh, there you go. So I got that disconnected from the parking brake cable. So now I'm gonna head around to the back. You want to take these two bolts loose from your parking brake. Okay, and for this part, you will need a 12mm socket. These two bolts right here are 12mm. This one and that one. All right, so we got that part off. So, okay, now that we got this part off, the only thing we need to do now is you just pull the brake line from the front, and it should come. And that's it for the part to take the parking brake off. Okay, so step one is done. Y'all can see we got the parking brake pulled off. So the only thing left to do now is put the block off plate on itself. And if you use the bolts that come with the block off plate, they are Allen key as well, but you can use the stock bolts that came off the parking brake as well, but I'm just gonna use the bolts that came with the plate. And make sure you got those snugged in there. Don't tighten them too tight that you screw up anything. But just make sure you got them tight enough. And that's it. Real quick, simple install. Like I said, if you own the Raptor 700, you already know how trash the parking brake is. So it's really best to go ahead and remove it. Get you a nice little block off plate. There are other brands that sell block off plates, but I went ahead and got the Alba racing one. And do not forget, at 200 subscribers, I will be giving away a brand new Alba racing block off plate. So the only thing you have to do is be subscribed and comment on my last video to enter the giveaway. So I will be giving away a brand new block off plate. So if you want to enter the giveaway, just be subscribed, comment on my last video, and you'll have a chance to win one. We'll be giving this away at 200 subscribers. So let y'all look. Parking brake is gone. Pretty simple install. The only thing you have to do, remove the 2 bolts from the parking brake lever. And then when you remove those 2 bolts, you'll have to come at the back, and then you'll have 2 more bolts that you will have to remove to get the cable head loose. And once you get that loose, the only thing you have to do is pull the cable from the back. Then don't forget to unbolt the 2 12mm bolts that come right here. Just unbolt those. You should be able to pull your cable from the front. Just pull it out. Pretty simple install. I said stay tuned for more videos. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video.